Four people in a room talking about everything. Or talking about really nothing at all. You decide.
Welcome. This is the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Jenny, you have your swig of water?
Yes,
Good? Oh, I haven't
feeling
had a swig
hydrated.
yet either.
Get hydrated,
guys.
everybody. Get
Very
hydrated.
important.
Yes.
Very important.
Let's form the Hydration Nation.
Oh, no. Or come on over to the hydration
Yeah.
station.
Yeah, we
Okay.
are the
You know?
hydration station. Yeah.
Well, it's a podcast.
Yeah,
though.
that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, what, hang around with podcasts.
No, I'm
No,
out.
not really.
Well, we always love getting questions from you. Who was
Brady.
that?
That was me drinking
That
water.
is the loudest. You and your apples and your drinking. You're very loud.
I do have an apple if you want me to eat an
no,
apple.
we didn't want that.
No,
Okay.
please don't.
All right.
Do you have a
Thank
question for us? Because we get a lot of great questions for the podcast.
Sure. Have you guys ever noticed all the dumb questions come from guys? Rick, he asks us, what would chairs look like if our knees bent the other way?
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
we've seen that
yeah, we've
before.
seen
We've seen that
one.
before.
In fact, that might have been a question on Does Jenny Know?
Yeah.
It could have been. It could have been.
I couldn't tell you what I answered, so.
Yeah.
So Rick is being so lazy, he just typed something
Yes.
stupid into
Yes.
Google.
I think that is
That's what happened.
exactly what happened. Yes.
So you know the answer is I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
If they
Or
bent the other
maybe
way.
they look the exact same.
No, but
Why?
then your knees would be up and then it
Yeah,
wouldn't be
but, like,
resting on
what's the
anything.
difference?
So
What do you mean? What's
What
the
do you mean?
difference?
Like
your,
if your
knees,
knees
your
bent the
feet
other
wouldn't be
way-
touching the floor.
Right.
So they'd be sticking up in front of you.
Yeah.
So why do we need to change a chair?
But because your knees don't bend the
Downwards,
right way.
yeah. So
Yeah, but you'd still sit. I don't know.
And then
I
you-
don't,
I
I don't
think
like
you-
that we're entertaining Rick on this
No,
show. by
that's
the way.
true.
I like the idea of
Be
I don't
better,
know.
Rick.
That was a good answer. I don't know.
We'd all sit on beanbags.
Yeah. Okay, Rick, is that good for you? Yeah.
I feel like a beanbag would be good. And then you just like have your feet in your lap. You know?
Yeah.
Can I say, well, how come beanbags aren't just more mainstream? Because they
Yeah.
are very comfy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're becoming more. I know at a lot of furniture places you can actually, but they're like ridiculously expensive.
Yeah.
But they're like
The luxury
really
ones?
nice, exactly.
They're super
beanbag.
nice,
Oh,
yeah.
And so comfortable.
Oh,
we have
I'm
one of
trying-
those like poofs, like the
you do?
like the
Yeah.
boho, like poofy
Oh,
things.
okay.
But it has a hole in it.
Oh, no.
And we've tried to stitch it up, and it won't. It's,
Yeah.
it's the bane of my existence.
Yes.
Because anytime
Oh.
someone sits on it, like 8 of them pop out.
Yeah.
It was like,
Yeah.
and then you
and
move it, and 4 more, and it's
Oh.
they're
they're just
stitching it up.
Oh.
There isn't enough thread to
No.
fix that.
But then
no.
it's this like big thing, and I feel bad throwing it out.
I
You
know.
know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just I don't know what to
I
do.
Do you
get
tell
it.
people, like, don't sit there?
yeah.
And it's not even that good looking. Like I gotta get rid of
Yeah,
it. I
just
I feel
toss
bad.
it.
You know what? Instead of getting rid of it, why
Yeah.
don't you mail it to Rick?
There you go. Yeah, take that, Rick. You and your backwards leg.
Let's get going with this Hot Tub Podcast.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Oh my God. Michelle Ring and Jennifer Collin claimed they had to sit next to a dead passenger during a long haul
Oh, I
flight.
saw this.
Yes,
yeah.
the
A
flight was
long-haul
out of
flight,
Melbourne. Yeah. The pair says a fellow flyer left the bathroom and then collapsed. Unfortunately, this lady couldn't be saved, which was pretty heartbreaking to watch. Obviously, that's like traumatizing. The crew then allegedly placed the woman's body in their row for the remainder of the flight.
Oh.
They said Qatar Airways has not yet offered them any support. First and foremost, our thoughts are with the family of the passengers who sadly passed away on board our flight.
Yeah.
And I guess they're trying to contact.
Oh, that's really tough, 'cause
passengers
what
and
do you-
whatever.
You always
do?
going to say, what is the right thing
So-
to do? I mean, I guess now they have a protocol that they
Yeah.
probably figured out, but
I looked into this, and there were apparently other rows that were empty. So
Oh.
why would you not put the body in an empty row,
Or move the people.
or move people
move them,
around?
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
definitely move the
like they
people.
need to be
that's
strapped in or anything.
That's a
Well, she probably needs to be strapped
yeah,
in.
she probably does.
Why?
Well, you don't want her to
Well, what do you think?
Turbulence,
It's
and then you want
Yeah.
the thing flying
Yeah,
everywhere?
yeah, you-
flopping all over
Yeah,
the
you
place?
definitely want it strapped in.
Oh
but
my God.
I think it's a weird move that they would say, okay, we're just gonna put her.
Yeah.
Because they actually, because if she had collapsed, they actually picked her up and moved
Moved
her
her,
over
yeah.
to
Yeah.
beside people.
I would totally take like her drinks and nuts though.
Oh yeah,
I mean, she's not
That-
using
you
it.
do
Not
get
gonna have.
double nuts.
No, what's that? Oh yeah, yeah. She want the cashews, please. Thank you.
She's just sleeping. Isn't that the woman who died? Yeah.
Like they all forgot that fast. Eh?
Yeah.
Is that
Yeah.
woman that died? No, I think she's 2 rows back.
You have a series of like fishing wire on her arms. I'll take some
Weekend at
wine.
Bernie's.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, but what do? You can't do anything.
I mean, this.
Well, no,
I would have a
what you
really
do
hard
is
time.
You don't. You don't put her right beside. Was she in the middle seat
yeah,
between two
middle
people?
or
Doesn't-
aisle
no,
or-
I think she was probably.
Oh,
like,
I think I saw a picture.
did you?
Yeah.
I think she's in. I think she's by the window.
Okay.
So she's
I can
leaned
look it up
against
right
the wall
now.
then?
Yeah, because so the other two people can get out and go to the bathroom and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, did
Yeah.
you see?
Why would they? There must be a reason why they put her. Well, I guess that was her seat, right?
And she
So-
also asked for a window.
That's what she wanted.
Her
would've
last
wanted.
wish. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh man, no way.
Is there a
That's
picture?
tough.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's hard to really see, but it's right beside the one guy. Like,
Yeah.
it's right beside him.
Right.
Yeah, I would struggle with that.
Yeah. Oh God, of course. Who wouldn't? And especially like you watched her die.
Yeah,
You know, and
exactly.
now you're sitting next to her for all those hours. I sat next to a woman who vomited before the plane even took off a
Yeah.
few weeks ago.
Oh,
and
yeah,
I was
my
not
God.
right next to her. She was like like an aisle across and a couple
Yeah.
up. But it was still like it's not
And
great.
that's tough.
No.
If
yeah.
a person's
Imagine she was
dead.
dead.
Yes.
That's
Yeah.
awful.
Look, I'm going to be really morbid with
Yeah.
this
Okay.
question. I'm sorry. Like, how long do you have to be dead before you start to smell a little bit?
It's
Like,
a
what-
while. It's
Is it a
longer than
while?
you think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, longer
like
than you
they're probably
think.
find. Yeah, like on a. I think. Well, I'm saying that. I know that
I
from
feel like on these shows and stuff, like if somebody's dead in the house for 24 hours and you walk in, you can almost
Yeah, I
smell
think so.
Yeah.
a
No,
body.
so the
Yeah.
body begins to smell 24 to 48
Yeah.
hours
Yeah.
after
Oh,
death.
okay.
I know
Yeah.
I'm definitely on a list, by the way, after Googling how long
Yeah,
before the
that's
body
not good.
starts to smell.
Yeah, that's not good. Yeah.
Absolutely.
What about like rigor mortis and stuff?
No
that
idea.
sets in within a couple of hours.
Yeah,
I
it does.
thought.
Yeah, 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't take very long.
God, I know way too much. About this.
Yeah.
And that guy who was playing against her won every chess game. It was
Yeah.
unbelievable.
You would
Play
hope.
Uno.
Yeah.
It's your turn. Come on.
At least he got the armrest.
Oh, that's really mean. They were really old though, so I feel better about making.
She was old?
She was older.
Was
I
she?
think,
How old
yeah.
was she?
I don't know. I'm just
Oh.
telling myself that 'cause I'm being mean. I feel like we could have gone on a lot longer.
Probably best that we didn't.
Yeah, more of an off-air conversation.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Do I need to put the mask on her too, or just
Yeah,
me? Or
exactly. Is that how this
Put on
works?
myself first. Okay, yeah, I get it. Yeah. Mhm. Okay. Can you close the window shade? Can you close the window shade? She's not listening.
No.
oh, this is insane.
Oh, I dropped my AirPod under her. Oh, no.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady. Find the gang on their socials. Follow at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
Do you feel as though where we work here at the station, and considering, we work in the morning, we don't get to see a lot of our coworkers.
Right.
Yeah.
In fact, I don't think half of them listen.
No.
Right.
Do we have what would be called maybe like an ugly workforce here?
Oh,
Are they kind of homely?
No, I don't think
So I
so.
think we're a fine-looking staff.
what a question.
Well, I have to
think
ask.
overall-
Okay, I think we're probably above average, I would say.
a fine-looking staff.
Really?
Yeah, I would think so.
Is there an uggo on the payroll?
Oh boy.
Of course there is.
Yeah.
I'm sure there is. I'm sure.
And we all know who you're talking
Of
about.
course,
Do
I
we?
do.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, you do. And if you don't know, then maybe.
Yeah.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. I don't literally don't know. I think everybody is.
No, you're drop dead gorgeous. Stop
Come
it.
on, guys.
I'm talking to
stop.
Rush.
Oh,
Thank you.
I know. That's what I meant. Go on about Rush.
Yes, please.
I'm going to go on about you.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Rush those eyes.
Thank you. Piercing.
There's nothing more humiliating than thinking somebody's talking
Yeah.
about you.
Totally. Totally. No, you're beautiful
No,
too.
thanks.
Okay, now do me. You did them.
Yeah.
And now.
Yeah, you're a little hobbly lately, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
yeah, honestly,
Wobbly.
you're not wrong. Okay, all right, we can go on.
Nothing worse than hearing you're beautiful too.
Well, some people worry about that their jobs being, stressful, dangerous. Some say soul sucking.
Yeah.
But there's something new to worry about. It could be making you very ugly. Your job right now could be making you the ugly person in the office.
Yikes.
So the Skin Care Clinic has created an online test which will calculate how your workday may be aging you
Oh.
based on aspects like shift patterns, regular hours, locations of work, stress levels, physical activity, etc.
Okay.
They then say they base this calculator on actual scientific studies, but it's basically just this questionnaire where you're asked about stuff like how long are you sitting in front of your computer, how many hours are you putting in, and so on.
Okay.
And then they give you 4 possible results. You're either minor, moderate, severe, or extreme in your aging. So do you feel like this job, or any jobs you've had, but specifically maybe our job right now, is it minor aged you, moderately aged you, severely aged you, or extremely aged you?
Oh, that's a great
Oh,
question.
that
See,
is so hard.
I
to-
think it's interesting because I would say It's beyond moderate, but
I
the
can't
thing
hear
is-
you through your jowls.
Yeah. It's the work, but
I should put your dentures back in and enunciate.
I'm actually only 12. But the thing is, it's the job that's because of the hours we work.
hours for
now,
sure,
I
yeah.
could fix it and I could change it. I could be going to bed at 8:00 at night, and I
Sure.
don't do that.
Yeah.
So can I blame the job? Kind of, but I
Yeah.
also have to blame myself. But the hours we work and the lack of sleep,
I was
would
just
think
gonna say, sleep is
definitely
number one.
would age us a
Yeah.
lot.
100%. You hear
Yeah.
morning show hosts who've been doing it for like 40 years or whatever. They talk about it. Where
Yeah.
it
Takes a toll.
catches up to you.
It does.
Really, really does.
So,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
I would say, like it's probably to.
Right.
It's similar to shift workers, right?
Yeah.
Anybody who works shift where they're never really on a routine. They work overnights and then days, and it's 12-hour shifts, and they're not napping or they're sleeping
Sure.
at different
And
times.
this is
It's the
just
same thing.
our job, right?
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
Yeah.
everything from like an air traffic controller
Yeah.
who I'm sure gets aged quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because that's got to be stressful.
Yeah, but they work, I think it's like a 3-hour shift or something, like a
okay.
They
2-hour
do.
shift.
And
really,
it's
really short.
similar to firefighters where they get a bunch of days off in
Right,
between
exactly.
as well.
It's
Well,
like
then I don't
super
feel bad
intense
for them
No.
at all. Then that's,
So what are the four? Like severe is the last one.
so it's minor, moderate, severe, and extreme in the age.
I mean, look, we're not working in a coal mine.
No, we're not.
So
No.
we're certainly not extreme. I wouldn't
moderate.
say that.
I'd say moderate again,
Yeah.
and it could be better. I mean, I could nap every day. I could go to bed early at night, and I don't do that. So
Yeah, I mean, yes, we're up early. The hours definitely affect everything, but we literally sit on our duffs for 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we
Yeah.
just there's
Sure.
no physical activity
And do you know what
involved
there
at
is?
all.
There's laughter in what we do, which is
Okay.
such a medicine
Well,
in
sometimes.
itself. Sometimes
Yeah. I mean,
Well, that's
times.
pretty dull, but overall, it's
We've
a pretty
had
happy
mornings,
job. Yeah.
So what really makes you ugly with this list is thinning gray hair, frown lines, poor posture, sunspots, saggy skin, under eye bags, which is funny because the other day Jenny
I know, I had
was
the eye
putting stuff-
patches on.
Like live on the show, she was putting stuff on her eyes.
Yeah.
And it was just
Because I had terrible. I said I've been under the weather for a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
And we had to do this video shoot, and I didn't want to have bags under my eyes.
Fair enough.
And it worked.
And it
you go.
did work.
It did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, no, people underneath were Jenny, you're beautiful.
Oh, yeah.
But I don't know if
And
it
I
worked.
took that as you don't have bags under your eyes.
sure.
So yeah, I'll go with you guys. Moderate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moderate.
I think that's
maybe?
fair.
Yeah.
I think out of everybody though, like I look like I was 75 when I was 25, so I'm out.
Oh my God, no.
But I think Brady's aged the most.
Oh. Well, I also had like the biggest like age curve too, right? Where I was like early
Yeah.
20s when I
Yeah.
started working with you guys to now being like mid 30s. It's
Right.
I think I've been warning Brady since we met because he always says that he wants to suck as much as he can out of
Out of life.
Of life.
Absolutely.
And
Yeah.
I've warned him. I said, if you squeeze and twist a sponge, after you do it for a long enough time, the sponge doesn't look very good.
yeah.
Brady's starting to look like a used up sponge.
That's fair. Yeah.
I still think you look younger than you are, Brady. But then it's hard to say because we all see each other every single
Yeah.
day, right? So it's really hard to tell.
It is. Yeah.
If you've
you have to
aged
look
a
at like
lot.
old pictures.
Old
and see.
pictures,
But I
yeah.
look at old pictures of myself and I'm like, oh yeah, I've definitely.
and look at it. Like,
Definitely.
Brady is literally falling apart.
Yes, I see what you're saying, but Brady, the sponge analogy is great
Yeah.
because even like if you use the specifics of a scrub daddy,
Yes.
it's
Yeah.
still always smiling, but it
Sure.
can get pretty
Yeah,
janky.
it can. Yeah.
Yeah,
And
but
then you need to
all
renew
of-
it.
Like I always say, all of the liquid that you squeezed out of that sponge, what happy, wonderful memories.
Or
alcohol.
dishwater.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is that gin?
Exactly.
You'll always be our scrub daddy. You know
Thanks. And you're welcome, the person who texted in, thank you for your service. Yeah.
That feels so wrong.
It does.
feels
It
so
does.
wrong.
that. Yeah.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Giant sigh time.
What? I don't know why we would be sighing
Well,
when we
I
should
think-
be having the best time ever.
Now it's time to play Brady's
Oh boy.
on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
How am I so bad at the slide whistle? I feel like I should be
Well,
better at it.
there's a couple other things you need to work on before the slide whistle, okay?
Welcome to Brady's Game of Joy, where I make the rules. They got to do whatever I say. Look, I had a whole thing planned for today, but Jenny's away. and it's really good. So I'm going to save it for next week.
Okay.
For Jenny, because I think she would really appreciate it. So it
great.
actually kind of works out well.
So Rush and I would not have enjoyed it. Plus, we're going to do something today we're not going to enjoy.
Well, one of you definitely would not have enjoyed it. We'll find out next week. But this actually works out really great, guys, because I kind of need some help myself.
Okay, sure.
As you guys know, I have a big trip planned with my lovely bride. We're going to South Africa in a couple of weeks.
That's right.
We're very excited, but some things I'm worried about. Some things I'm a little anxious about. And who in this entire world can provide more motivation and inspire more confidence than two of the most beloved characters in hot tub history?
Mahler and Rush.
Thank you.
Coach and Tug.
Oh, no.
It's the return of Coach and Tug, everybody. They're back, baby.
Ah.
And this time, I've had you guys help a wide variety of people and stuff and things and whatever. This is going to be about me.
Oh.
I need you guys to offer me some help and advice. Now, Coach and Tug, if you're unfamiliar, this all stemmed from maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that. Coach is a high school football coach. He's he used to be a great player back in the day, and now he really inspires kids. And he's got this sidekick named Tug. Tug.
Well, Tug's a coach.
Tug's a coach, an assistant coach.
Yes.
He's a little special,
Yes.
and he's the assistant high school football coach. He maybe played a little too aggressively.
He's got a
growing
whistle.
up.
He got
he's got a whistle.
He
yeah.
got tackled a lot.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, Coach and Tug help out. Well, me.
So what are we?
I have some questions.
Oh, good. Okay, great.
Coach, Tug.
All right, Brady, listen up.
Okay, all right. No,
Coach has something he wants to say.
Thank you, Tug. I have the question. I'm worried about the long flight. One flight to get there. It's just under 15 hours. It's a long flight, guys. I need. Should I be worried? Help me out with this flight thing.
Boys, gather around here.
It's just me. It's just I'm
Brady,
alone.
gather around. Coach has something he wants to say.
Okay, I'm here. Yeah.
Brady,
Yep.
I want you to look at that plane
Look at that plane, Brady.
I'm looking. Okay.
like it's your opponent.
Oh.
Look up. If you're really tall, you can catch the plane.
No, Tug. He's not going to catch
Jump.
the plane.
Jump real high.
No, there's
the
stairs
plane.
to
I
get
don't know
into the
what
plane.
that- yeah.
Brady, I want you to look at that plane
Okay.
like it's your main obstacle on the field.
Don't trip on the plane.
Why would I trip on the plane?
Tug, just let me take this for a sec, okay? Brady, I want you to tackle your journey
Yeah.
like it's your last game.
Okay.
Tackle the plane.
You're in the fourth quarter.
Bring that plane down.
Okay.
1 minute left.
Bring the plane down.
The other team's up by 6.
Yeah.
Close game, Coach.
Very close, Tug, yes. I'm trying to make an analogy here, buddy. If you could just hang tight.
Hey,
Brady,
Tug.
gather around. Coach has an analogy he wants to make.
Okay, an analogy is a big word for Tug.
Tug, can you spell analogy?
Sure can, Coach. W-I-N.
Sure.
That's good. Wow.
We'll accept that.
All right.
All right, do
sure.
you have another question,
Oh,
Brady?
yeah,
Sure.
absolutely. Okay. No, Tug, no, I have the question. It's not you, Tug. Focus. Hey, Tug, quiet down. Coach has something to say.
Okay, Brady.
All right. Hey, Coach and Tug.
Yes, yeah.
I'm going on a safari.
I'd
What if
appreciate you just talking
talking
to
to
me.
you?
Yeah.
Don't make eye contact with Tug.
No, exactly.
What if I encounter a wild animal, though, guys? Or Coach? What if I see, for example, a lion on the safari? And what if the lion looks at me? And what if the lion starts to attack? What do I do, Coach?
I don't know nothing about lions, Coach.
All right, here's the thing, Brassley.
Yeah.
What you're going to do is you're going to look Coach, stop
Look at the
looking
lion, Coach. I'm looking at the lion.
Tug, if you could just look the other way for a sec. I've got to talk.
I'll look at the lion.
Why do I envision Tug being cross-eyed, too? Oh, sorry.
Hey, Coach.
Focus, yeah. Okay, lion. The lion's
I'm looking
coming
at the
me.
lion and I'm looking at you.
Okay, focus. Focus, Tug.
My head hurts, Coach.
I know it does. Put on your helmet.
Okay.
Brassley, look at me.
No, I'm looking at you, yeah.
I want you to look at me like I am the lion.
You
I'm
are
looking at the lion, Coach.
No, there's no... Okay. All right, I'm looking at you, Coach.
I want you to look at me like I'm the lion.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I want you to tackle your fear.
Okay.
And so when you're
Here I go.
No, Tug, no!
Get off me! Tug, get off me!
Let him go.
I'm going to catch the line, Coach.
All right.
Okay, Brady, I think
Yeah.
we've run out of time.
We have run out of time.
Yeah.
That did no help
I
at
have
all.
to get Tug to breakfast.
I thought you were going to say I have to get Tug to bed.
Well, that's something personal between Tug and I, all right?
sure.
All right, Brady, gather around. Coach has something he wants to say.
We already did this, Tug.
Okay.
We already did this.
I could not keep a thought in my head, Tug. I want you to go to hit the showers, okay, buddy?
Okay, all right. Come on, Brady, let's hit the shower.
I'm not hitting any showers with you. Well,
Did
thanks,
that help?
guys.
Did
No,
that
not
help?
at all.
You ready for your trip?
No,
No? Okay.
15 hours on a plane still sounds terrible. Thanks, guys.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
The more you curse when you hurt yourself, the better you feel. We've
Oh.
heard things like this
Yes.
over the years. Well, 2 UK researchers have done several studies to find the correlation between swearing and pain. Ollie Robertson and Richard Stevens discovered that people who used a conventional swear word had a 32% increase in pain threshold.
Okay.
32%.
Yep.
And a 33% increase in pain tolerance. Stevens said cursing when hurt mimics the fight or flight bodily stress response, which occurs when the heart rate goes up and adrenaline surges into a person's muscles when an action needs to be taken. So
I get it.
This university professor added the F word is the most commonly self-selected swear word by participants in these studies and is considered one of the most powerful swear words out there.
Yep.
Right.
I'm trying to think what I usually just call myself an idiot. But I guess if I'm really hurt,
Yep.
like
Yeah.
really, really hurt,
Smash your thumb with a hammer.
yeah. Well, I can tell you recently I slipped stepping into the hot tub. I
Okay.
was carrying something, so I didn't brace myself. My feet went out from
Oh,
underneath
yeah,
me.
you
Oh,
hurt
yeah.
yourself
and I really,
badly.
I fell
You landed
really
on your ribs.
On my ribs,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
my right side.
And what word did you blurt out?
I don't remember.
Oh.
Like, this is the thing. I was in so much pain in that moment. You know when you can't catch your breath?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, that's how I was feeling. I couldn't even speak. Like, nothing was
It
coming
wasn't
out.
like Kelly Clarkson.
No, no.
It was not that.
Oh, that would have been so good, though.
Yeah.
What a moment.
I don't know that you were in the mood
No.
for that. Yeah. Hey, this will be funny.
Yeah.
That's not what you're thinking.
And you're going to a hot tub. Did you go like Mahler, Rush, Brady?
Yeah. You should have.
I wish I could have thought that quickly, but
Yeah,
I didn't.
no, you
So
didn't.
no, I think when you're in like an excruciating pain, I
Yeah.
don't know that anything really comes out or
Yeah.
that you can think that quickly.
But why, as humans, do we go to swear words? Like, we could yell out any
Yeah.
word that we wanted to.
Right.
And I'm not a big swearer outside of just everyday life.
Yeah.
So I don't know why when I do that, my thumb hammer,
Yeah.
and I go, F, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I think it's because you don't use it often.
Yeah.
And so that's.
And it feels like
Yeah.
So somebody who
It's a
swears
release.
every second word, though, they would also, I think, would use
Maybe.
that too,
oh, they
right?
would too. Yeah, for
Maybe,
sure.
but it's
and you
a
know
release,
what?
really. I think.
And it may not. Somebody who swears a lot, it may not give them the same satisfaction.
Sure, maybe.
You know,
Yeah.
because it
Maybe.
is something different. It feels like you're not supposed to be doing it. I don't know.
Whenever I'm on the golf course, you
Oh,
guys
yeah.
have been there with me.
Yeah.
And I, shank it off the tee or
Yeah.
whatever it is. I always go, son of a motherless goat.
Yes, you do.
You do, yes.
Again, but
know
and
what
so
that
and that
means.
and that's the thing. So that's a frustration thing, but at the same time, you're still lighthearted about it. You're not saying that if you're actually
But
physically
where
hurt.
the hell did I adopt that from?
Oh, you just took it from the Three Amigos.
Oh, is that what
but
it
it's
is?
not the actual line.
The son of a motherless goat. It
Yeah.
is, yeah. The son of a motherless goat. It's just you just took it from the Three Amigos.
Is that where
yeah,
I got it
that's where you
Oh,
got
that's
it.
funny.
Yeah. You just took it from an
Really?
80s movie. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think that was the actual line, though.
You son
Okay.
of a motherless goat, and then he
and
says, "You son of a motherless goat."
And so was he mad in the movie? Did I equate his frustration with my frustration on a golf course?
I guess so. I think they were trying to be intimidating. He was trying to insult him.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
I also think it's just one of those things. If you don't want to yell out, son of a,
Right.
Maybe
Yeah.
it just like you finish a sentence one time and it just stuck. Like on
Okay.
the golf
Yeah.
course. But on the golf course, I just say, oh, Jenny, you idiot.
Right.
That's
Like,
it.
you idiot.
So you've
Yeah.
never sworn on a golf course?
Oh, I've sworn,
Oh,
for sure.
okay.
But the difference being, now I play golf with Rory a lot.
Okay.
So I have to hold it back.
Do you ever hear him?
No, he doesn't swear on the
Oh.
golf course. Oh, he would not be going back, for sure. And now the problem is I have to, what's the word I'm looking for? Show the behavior. I can't think of the word I'm looking for. Mirror the behavior that I want him to
Yeah.
mirror.
Sure,
You know what
yeah.
I mean? Now the problem is there are times when the F word has slipped out.
Yes.
And I'm like, I'm really sorry. I have no excuse for that. I shouldn't have done that. But he's just like, you do. Like,
Well, why don't
it's-
you teach him some son of a motherless goat?
I
mean, it's
should.
a
That's not a
goat
bad
to-
idea.
Yeah, well, you can't get in trouble for that.
Rush, what about you? On the golf course, I don't think I've ever heard you swear, and then you're going to say, well, that's because I've never
Oh,
shanked
I've heard
the
of
ball.
Yeah,
swear.
I mean, yeah, I've probably, yeah.
Yeah. I've heard a lot.
But not really. But again, I'm not
You're
taking
cool,
it.
calm, and collected.
I'm
Yeah.
not really
there.
taking it that
You don't.
seriously. I mean, I'm just,
Yeah.
Really? Is something I'll say
yes,
more often?
exactly. You do the
Yeah.
really. Actually,
Really?
you don't swear very much.
No.
You have, where
Yeah.
you might have said like the S word or
Yeah.
something, but
Oh, Rush.
you're not a big
Yeah.
F word guy.
But no, it depends. Like
No.
if it's necessary, sure.
Yeah.
Did you guys do that thing when you were in school where one of you said shh and the other person said
Yes.
it?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure I did.
Yeah, like you Sesame Street your swear words. Yeah.
I don't even remember. I actually may not have.
Yeah.
Oh, no, in class we'd always cut each other up.
Really?
It.
You guys are so bad.
Yeah.
You rebels.
Yeah.
You should have saw all the girls we were dating back
Oh,
then,
I'm
Jenny. Oh,
sure,
my God.
guys. Yeah, they
we were
love the bad
rebels.
boys.
Yeah, yeah.
And then
Who are you dating, the shh or the it guy?
then the teacher would announce your retirement, and you'd be like, "Yeah, it's because of us. We were the worst class ever."
Oh my God.
Yeah, no, you weren't.
Oh,
no,
and like
no.
you'd be proud of
Yeah.
that, right?
Uh-huh.
Oh my God.
Sure you were, because they never handled the likes of you.
No.
But we did have dumb guys in our class where we go, okay, do it. And then the one guy goes, it. And the other guy goes, shh.
Yeah.
You
Just
idiot.
saying, itch.
And
No,
then
they weren't
the
dating too
girls
many
didn't know
people.
that.
No, it didn't work out.
Them at all.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Answering all the questions you've been dying to ask. It's time for the Answer Desk on the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
All right, these are real questions from real listeners.
People want to know.
Yeah.
Sure, yeah.
I don't know why, but they do.
Okay.
Well, they listen to the show. They know we're goofy. We go on weird tangents. So Devin has a question for Brady.
Oh, okay. Hey.
He calls you the world traveler.
Oh, I'll take that.
You like that?
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
You're leaving soon on a trip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Africa.
South Africa, yeah.
South Africa.
Yeah.
How many languages can Brady say hello in?
Oh.
Oh,
God.
good question.
Okay, so
Okay.
hello, bonjour,
Okay, it's 2,
hola.
3.
Definitely, like when I go places, I learn. Like when I went to China, I could say hello and thank you.
Yeah.
Shishi, I think was thank you.
Okay.
Otherwise, I think
But
that's
hello.
No, don't
So
have
you're
that
still at
anymore.
3?
Yeah, so that's 3.
You can
What about
say
in Dutch.
You,
Can I-
you could say hello.
hello. Hello, I think is just in Dutch. I think it's just hello.
Okay.
Okay, so
So
let's
that's
call
4.
that 4,
Yeah.
and then
Uh-huh.
we're trusting you on
Okay.
that one.
Yeah.
You can say hello in Italian.
Buongiorno.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
So that's
okay.
5.
Oh.
All right.
Okay.
Now, Rush, you're helping him a lot.
Sure, yeah.
He's struggling over
Yeah.
there or two.
I'm just counting. I'm not
Right.
helping him. I just
I think
assumed
I had Italian ready
Yeah,
to go.
you knew that.
What about hello, mate?
Nope.
No,
Does that count?
that's not a language.
It's sort of a
Brady.
language.
No, it's a bad
All
accent.
right, okay. I think I'm out. Yep.
Okay.
I think just 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
I bet you there's a lot more that we all know.
Yeah, I
that
think you're
once
right.
people said it, we'd be
Yeah.
like, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, like Japanese. I bet you we would know that one if Brady. Now look that up.
Yeah.
For sure we do.
Tell me what the hello is in Japanese, and maybe we've all heard of that.
I think we
Konnichiwa.
definitely have. Yeah, konnichiwa.
Yeah, of
Yeah,
course.
there it is. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I think we know. I
Yeah.
would think we know a dozen at least.
Okay. So let's say now Brady's at 6.
Yeah, in Mandarin, ni hao.
Yeah.
Or ni hao. We
yes,
know
of
that,
course,
right?
Yes.
In German, it's hello.
Yeah. Okay. Kind of like Dutch.
What is Dutch? Was he right about Dutch?
Aloha. Aloha.
Oh, yeah.
I said that really French. Aloha.
Yeah. In Dutch, it's the same. Hello.
Okay.
Hello. Yeah.
Anyway, there you go, Brett. You have a lot of work to do.
I do have a lot.
If you
of
want to
work.
be the world traveler,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you got to know those at least.
Right. That's what's important.
Yeah.
Don't,
Doing hello.
don't say hello and nothing else.
But Brady spent so much time in China and he went blank. He didn't
Yeah.
know.
It's true.
Yeah.
I'm really bad at languages in general. Even like French. Like I've spoken French my whole life, and I'm not like great at it.
Oh, please. You're so hard on yourself with that.
No, but it's true. I'm not great. Like some people come so naturally. Like my
Yeah.
brother-in-law, he's French and English, and he spent a little bit of time. I think like 6 weeks in a Spanish-speaking country,
Yeah.
and he's like fluent. Like he can
Really?
go to Mexico and he can have full conversations with people. It's really impressive. Some people are just really good at languages.
Yeah.
When I hear Brady speak French,
Yeah.
I go, that's an English guy trying to speak French.
Yeah.
Totally.
I don't.
Oh, really? I don't
But
think
when I
so.
hear Brady's wife speak French, I
Yeah.
go, oh, she's French.
When my wife speaks French, when she speaks English, she sounds fluently English. If she speaks French, you'd think she's French. Like her
Yeah.
accent.
Really?
Is
Very
yeah.
good, yeah.
Yeah, she's very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's
Yeah.
amazing. Anytime she stops and goes into like to a full French conversation, I could just sit and watch it. It's neat.
Bonjour.
It's just like that. Yeah.
Hola.
Comment ça va?
Oh, comment ça va? Ça va bien,
Ça va
merci.
bien? Puis toi? Ouais.
Okay, and then we're
All
out.
right. Okay, good.
Do it, Mahler, do it.
La maison est dans le feu.
There it is.
Okay, all right. Again,
Perfect. Nailed it.
so much wrong with that.
Le chien est malade.
Yeah.
Fluent.
Probably Esmalad, but yeah, that's okay. We'll take it.
All right, next question from Wilson. Rush, listen carefully before you jump in, please. Which would be the nicest animal if animals could talk? And Rush can't say moose, it says here.
Okay, well, I don't know that moose would necessarily be the nicest. They're friendly.
Yeah, but
Well, hello there.
No, that's you're
They-
not
they
supposed
didn't
to do
I have
that.
antlers, and they grow back every
who would be
year.
the nicest animal to speak?
Probably a dog.
I was going to say a dog.
Yeah, a lot of dogs.
Really?
Yeah.
A golden retriever.
Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah.
like sloths. I believe they would talk.
Apparently, they can be pretty vicious.
Yeah, they
though.
can be.
No.
They're slow.
But the way
Yeah.
they talk,
The way they
you
talk,
could,
of,
you can
hello.
understand them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What would they sound like, Rush? A sloth?
It's just a tired moose.
It's a tired moose.
Yeah,
it's
it's
a
the
moose
same
just
thing.
getting out of bed.
That's all it is.
Moose on a bender.
Yeah, I think. I agree. I think. Yeah, the dog. You're like doing a walk.
Yeah.
You know, they're
But that doesn't sound like a poodle.
having a stroll.
But that's not a
Depends.
poodle.
It could be.
No.
Sure.
No,
How does a
poodle
poodle
would-
sound?
They're more excited.
Yeah, they're like,
yeah.
you know, very high energy.
Like a toy poodle, maybe, but a big poodle, they're not necessarily high
guess.
energy.
What about like an otter? They seem
Oh,
happy.
yeah.
They're very fast moving, though.
Yeah, but they're just
Yeah.
like they're like just swimming all the time.
Yeah.
You know? I feel-
Swimming?
yeah, I feel like they'd be whistling. You know.
And so the follow up, not from Wilson, but somebody else. I don't know why we get animal questions.
Yeah.
Dumb. But if animals could talk, same kind of philosophy. How long would it take before we're just accepting that animals talk?
That's a good question.
I don't think it would take very
No,
long.
I know. Because
Yeah.
it would be everywhere, right?
Once they're, when a hippo is like, "Hey, good morning," you're just like, "All right, that's the hippo's talking."
I think
So,
it would take you years to
No.
get your head around it.
No,
I think it just would be what it is.
Yeah.
Like you would just embrace it. You would accept it.
Yeah.
It would be like, whoa, I can't believe this is happening for the first
But
few
if
weeks,
you're,
maybe.
if you're on an African, like you're surrounded by dogs here where
Yeah.
we live, but if you're on an African safari and all of a sudden giraffes and hippos and lions are all
They're all
turning
chatting
to you,
away.
hey, how's
I
it going?
would be surprised that they all spoke the same language.
Yeah.
Because, like, we don't even speak all the same language, so I don't know
Right.
why
Oh my
a
God.
hippo would be fluent in English.
Now I gotta
don't-
learn hello
Yeah.
and hippo.
Yeah.
I gotta learn hello and giraffe. And this
So-
is just exhausting.
Yeah,
Oh, I think we have to assume with this game they're all speaking English.
they are. Okay.
Yeah, so because that's what we
and,
speak.
and this is everything. Like, this includes members of the insect world. Like, it is a chatty planet at
yeah.
that point.
Oh
Yeah.
my God. It
let's,
was so
not, let's
loud.
not do insects.
Okay,
That'd
so
be
they
too
don't
crazy.
get
yeah.
to talk?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think like 2 weeks.
Yep.
Two
That's
weeks?
exactly
Yeah.
what I was going
Are
to say.
you crazy?
Well,
Yeah.
think of like when you go on vacation. It's somewhere you get used to things very quickly.
Yeah.
Like if you go on like you stay in like a I don't know a resort or whatever, that room becomes your personal
Yeah.
room very
Yeah.
quickly. I feel like we adapt
We
really
do.
well.
You
know?
just get used to it. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
In
Exactly.
2 weeks.
I think
think
it would be so noisy. I mean, birds make a lot of noise, but if they
Yeah.
were saying, "Hey, good morning," like it would, oh, man, that would be shut up. Yeah, it would be tough.
A whole bunch of morning, morning,
Yeah.
morning, 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 morning,
And they'd all be talking.
Or singing in the morning. They're
Yeah.
all
Oh,
just,
God.
good morning, wake up, everybody! It's time to wake up.
And if they're not in unison, it's going to be
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah,
terrible.
it's going to be chaos.
What a nightmare.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks for your weird questions. That's the answer test.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
We have a brand new game.
No, I like brand new game.
Okay.
Would you like to play?
Sure.
All right, here we go.
Now it's time to play Truth Busters. We'd love to use the entire theme to that Ghost movie franchise, but we're entirely sure that Sony Pictures is better lawyers than the Morning Hot Tub. So please do not sue us. Please don't sue us. Thank you. On the Morning Hot Tub with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
That is good thinking.
Okay, all right.
That's a long intro.
Yeah.
To
But worth it. I liked it.
To just say this is Truth Busters. I'm going to give you guys, okay, on the show a lot of the time we talk about these festivals that happen around the world, gatherings, festivals.
Yeah.
that
Yeah,
sort of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
I have a bunch here, and some of them are real, and some of them are completely fake.
Okay.
And I want you guys to decide which ones are real and which ones are
Ooh,
fake.
cool. Are we doing this individually or as a team?
No, individually. So
Okay.
you can write down your answers, and then we'll unveil your answer.
Okay, all right.
Who gets the most
So
right?
true or false?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Real or fake?
Real or fake.
Real or
Got it,
fake
yeah.
we'll
Okay.
go with, okay? And I think Brady's got a little sound effect if
Yeah,
you're...
I don't. It didn't
no?
have time.
Okay, great.
Yeah, it'll be dings and buzzes today.
That works.
Too much time on the introduction.
Yeah, that's right. It's
Again,
exactly
worth
accurate. Yes.
Yeah.
I get it. You didn't want to get sued. That's
I
fine.
want to get sued. All right, real or fake? I'm going to tell you what it is, where it's from, and what it's all about.
Okay.
The Worm Charming Championship in Williston, England. Participants use various techniques to coax worms to the surface within a set time. The competitor with the most worms wins. The Worm Charming Championships over in England. Does everybody have a real or a fake written down?
I do.
I've got it.
Okay,
All right,
I have
Rush,
mine written. Yeah.
What did you say?
I said real.
Oh, real.
Yeah, I said real too.
Real.
Yeah.
I said fake because I don't know how you would charm worms.
Moisture?
Yeah,
I think
but then
moisture
is
gets
that-
them up,
Is that like a
exactly.
riveting contest? Like I don't know.
I didn't say it was going to be exciting to
Are
watch.
there
I'm not showing up
hobbyists
for
that are
it.
I
doing
just said
this?
it was real.
I
buying a
said
ticket.
fake.
Okay. It is 100% real.
Yes.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
On the board.
Rush and Jenny on the board. Oh, Rush and Jenny know how to charm the worms.
We do.
know
We
it.
sure do.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I'm a worm charmer.
How about this one over in Zurich, Switzerland? Extreme speed yodeling. Contestants attempt to yodel as quickly as possible, with judges timing their syllables per second. Bonus points for incorporating Swiss folk dances mid-performance.
Whoa, get out of breath.
Yeah, I know,
Slow
no
you down.
kidding.
My God.
Extreme speed yodeling.
Like the Swiss Taylor Swift.
What? Rush, what do you think? Real or fake?
It's fake. This is not real.
Oh, I totally think over the worm thing, this is more real than anything.
No.
Yeah, I'm with you.
They
Yeah.
yodel, but they don't speed yodel.
Why
Okay.
not? I think
And then throwing dance in, that's too much.
I think they absolutely do
Yeah.
speed yodel. I really
All
hope
right,
they do.
So we have a Jenny and a Brady saying fake.
No,
Miss-
saying real.
Real. Oh, real,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Real,
Rush said
thank
fake.
you. And Rush said fake. It is 100% fake.
Oh man.
No.
It was too much.
Speed
You add
yodeling.
it was too much. Then you add the dancing in there. I thought, no, they're not doing this.
You wonder what speed yodeling would sound like, and I feel like we might one day find out in the morning.
Oh,
hot
no,
tub.
no. Oh, the game of stupid joy. What am I doing? All right, game's over. That's Truth Busters. That's it.
Wrap
We're
it up
done.
there.
We're done. All right, next on the list. Oh, this one is in Port Lincoln, Australia. Tunarama Festival. A tuna tossing contest where competitors throw a frozen tuna as far as humanly possible. Tunarama Festival in Australia.
Tunarama.
Down under. Rush. Real or fake?
I've never been, but I've always wanted to. So real.
Yeah, it's real.
I think for sure that's real.
Yeah.
100% real.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good.
What's our score so far? Rush
We're
has
tied.
3.
Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
3,
how?
2, 1.
You
3,
got
2,
one
1.
wrong. I thought you got the first one wrong.
No, you got
No.
the first one right.
No.
I'm losing it.
Jenny was so
Sorry.
excited she had the
I know.
Guys, getting on a plane. We're heading to Berlin, Germany now.
fun, yeah.
Okay.
How about chess boxing? A hybrid sport where competitors alternate between rounds of chess and boxing, winning by either checkmate or knockout.
Wow.
But you just never know these
boxing.
days, you know?
I mean, I want to believe. That's amazing.
That does sound fun.
Rush, real or fake?
I don't necessarily like the pattern we're going in here. However, I still have to say fake.
Yeah.
Fake for Rush.
I said fake as
Jenny
well.
says fake.
I also said fake, although I think this is a great idea, and I could totally see someone doing this.
It is 100% real. Wow. Yes.
Man.
Real as real
is
can
crazy.
be.
Yeah.
Really?
Chess
Okay.
boxing.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
It is awesome.
Okay. Here's another one. Going back to England. We've already visited England off the top. This one in Manchester. The Invisible Dog Show. Handlers parade imaginary dogs in a judged competition focusing on obedience and agility.
I would love to watch that
Yeah.
if it
Invisible
existed.
Dog Show. Real or fake,
But
Rush?
it does not. Fake.
I feel like I saw something about this. I'm saying real.
Man. I mean, they have like those pony competitions
Yeah.
where people have like the stick
So I don't know if
ponies.
that's what I'm thinking of or
But
not.
they,
but
they have a thing.
I'm saying real too. I have real here.
Okay, so Rush, you're
Fake.
fake?
Real.
Real?
Yeah.
It's 100% fake. Rush gets another
Oh my
Here we
God,
go.
I suck at this.
We can't even
Another
come back
point.
at this point, I
No.
don't think.
All right, last one. Underwater basket weaving competition. It's in Key West, Florida. Competitors weave baskets while submerged, judged on both craftsmanship and breathing holding duration. Underwater
Oh, God, I
basket
hope this
weaving
is real.
championships that go down in Key West, Florida.
I feel like Jenny wants to compete.
I do. Like the visual of this is hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, and final guess for Rush.
I
Is
said
it
no.
real
It's
or
fake.
fake?
Oh.
It's fake.
I said it's real.
I said it's real. This last one's worth 10 points, right?
Oh, is
Yeah,
that how
it
that
is.
works?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Here we
Since the
go.
game just started, we
Yep.
can make up all
That's
these
right.
rules as we go. Last one's always worth 10 points.
good. Yeah, perfect.
Rush, you're the only one that said
I said fake. Yeah.
Two more reels over
Yep.
here.
Yeah.
It is 100%
Come on.
fake.
God.
You
And
dominated.
10
Rush.
points, too.
What a performance.
Yeah.
Rush knows.
I
You
do.
won by a lot.
Yeah.
Rush, you are a truth buster.
I am a truth buster. I'm who you're going to call.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Oh.
We get one per segment. I'm a little
yeah?
worried about Sony.
Oh,
All right,
fair
fair
enough.
enough.
Sorry.
Or Ray Parker Jr.
Yeah,
coming
he's
after us.
very
Yeah.
litigious.
He is very litigious.
The Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady.
Okay. I kind of want to not peel back the curtain, but I want to talk about some real life stuff that's happened with all of us. Anyway, I'll get into it. I've had a little like a leg thing lately.
Yeah.
You guys know about it.
Poor thing.
Yeah, it's just whatever. It's like it's an infection like right on my knee, and it's very, very annoying. Couldn't walk for a little bit, and that's why I missed a couple shows. And I don't want to get into like the nitty gritty of it, but it hasn't been great.
Hasn't been enjoyable.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, hasn't been fun. And again, not to gross people out this early in the morning or anything, but there's some not so flattering things coming out of my
knee.
my wound.
Yeah,
right.
It is
pretty gross.
Yeah, we had to cut it open, right?
Wound juice. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
no. I said let's not
Oh.
gross people out. That is the worst way to describe it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they actually had to like I had to go to the hospital and they had to like cut a big like T into
Yeah.
my knee and then get everything out. Gross. Again, we're not going to go.
Don't
too
put
deep
it on
into
toast.
Oh my God!
Don't do that.
No,
That's not good.
No. But the reason I bring this up.
But I said don't. It's okay.
Okay. Oh, good. Yeah.
Don't.
Yeah. As long as you put it that way.
Yeah.
The reason I bring this up is because I had individual conversations with both of you over the last few days with regards to this.
Yeah.
And so let me tell you how my conversation went with Rush.
Okay.
Very, very supportive, very wonderful. Rush
Yes.
was very curious about how my knee was looking,
Yeah,
how
sure.
it was doing, and he sort of wanted to have like a kind of go through the timeline, right?
Sure.
So I'm
Yeah.
sending him photos of how it looked like a week ago, and then each day, and I'm explaining, and he's asking questions about so what is this part, and when it's like, does it hurt here? Does it do this? And
Right.
it's really like medical questions.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
trying to learn.
Yeah.
He's trying to like absorb everything.
Wanted to know, and I was, curious about how you're doing, thinking, okay,
Sure.
I wanted to ask questions, so I would figure out how you were doing, while at the same time not making you, worry about something else that perhaps hadn't jumped into your head.
Sure. Right.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But you're very, Rush is the type of guy, if someone's doing surgery on Rush, he wants to be awake and watch it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? You want
Super
to
weird.
learn.
Oh, yeah.
You
Oh,
like seeing all that stuff.
As soon as you said you went to the doctor and he cut you, I'm like, oh, are there pictures?
Yes.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right. So that's Rush.
Yeah.
Right. And then there's Jenny. Jenny was at a family cottage
Yeah.
for a few days.
Yeah.
Right. And family full of weirdos. Just every last one of them. Jenny also wanted to see pictures, but
Yeah.
for a very non-medical reason.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Well,
you can please
I
explain your
am
family.
telling you, I was telling my brother all about, my brother and I, we have this weird, like, if you pick a scab or if he pops a big zit or something like that, like, we will talk about it, or he'll take pictures and show me and whatever. So I was telling him about your ailment, what you've been dealing with, and he's like, man, does he have video? And I'm like, I'm going to ask him. So then I texted you. And I was like, okay, so we need video or it didn't happen. Of you popping this thing and like making sure you get all the stuff out.
Yeah. And so I'm sending Jenny the same photos that I sent Rush, and apparently your whole family was around just staring, zooming into the
zooming.
grossness.
Yep, we were
and so you have
zooming.
on one hand Rush, very medical, very methodical, very.
I was about to say, if there was video, I didn't get to see it.
There was no, because she made me take another video. So another thing I have to do now is, and it's so gross, and my friends have been making fun of me for it.
Yeah.
I have to milk it.
Yeah.
So I have to put my
milk your wound juice.
Yes.
Yeah, I have to put my knee into like a salt bath essentially 4 times a day, and then wear gloves, and then basically massage my knee so that any bad stuff goes out towards the wound.
Sure,
Right.
And milking it's a hilarious way to put it, but that's literally what it is, right?
Yeah.
And Jenny insisted that I record a video.
Because at first you said I can't really, which I get because you need to use your
need
hands.
both your hands. Yeah.
But then we were both like, we could totally set up his camera.
Yeah.
Like
So
that was
why
not
I did.
acceptable.
Why is he being so lazy?
Exactly.
Jenny now in her possession has 2 videos of me in my underwear and my bathtub. Just
milking his wound.
milking my wound.
Nice.
Yeah. And we were really hopeful some good stuff was going to come out. You've
And-
clearly been taking good care of it because it wasn't nearly
Not a lot.
not as much as we wanted.
No.
You know.
No, what you needed is a few days of rampant infection.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah,
So if
that's
you
what
could
they
leave
were
it-
You
hoping
just
for.
roll around
Yeah.
in some dirt.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Rush is looking up the best antibiotics, and he's like, I think your doctor did a great job. Jenny's like, bleed! Show me everything!
Yeah, so if you could just leave it for a few days,
Okay,
and
good.
then
Really
maybe a
help.
video of you
Yeah,
popping
That's
it would be
perfect.
amazing.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
Anyway, thanks for your
Yeah.
interest, guys.
Hey.
I appreciate that.
Very,
I
very,
thought it was a very
happy
funny.
that you're feeling a little bit better.
Yeah.
Again, I wish you had taken a video of the initial tea.
Yeah, no, I was a
popping.
little busy, dying.
You just need
There's
to
no
go
excuse.
knee first into our bathroom here. You'll
Yeah.
be infected within seconds.
That's true.
And it'll then we'll get what we're,
Yeah,
we're looking
that's
from
our
you.
infamous work bathroom.
Yeah.
That is the grossest place
Yeah.
in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
but I'm
gotten
glad
better.
you're feeling better though.
Oh,
That's
thank you,
awesome.
guys. I
Yes.
am
Yeah.
feeling
But you
better.
can walk now.
I can walk, which
Yes.
is fun. It was
That's
a
a
big.
win.
How is it now? Did you find like as the day goes on, it gets more like it's sore?
Well, I'm still on meds, so
Yeah.
just don't really feel anything.
Right,
honest.
which is good.
Yeah, which is
Okay.
great, and we're getting there. The concern though is, of course, I'm leaving for Africa in a few
Yeah.
days.
Yes.
And so we want to make sure that everything is out and
You're good.
and it's all.
So keep milking your wound.
Yeah.
If you
Milk
need
away.
me, I'll be milking.
I'll milk
I
your
hate
wound
it.
for you.
I hate it so much. Oh, ew, gross.
I would totally milk it for you.
I know you would, and that's
Wow,
the
Jenny,
worst part.
stop. You need to stop.
You're welcome to come over and milk me.
I would milk you, and
Yeah.
when you had there was like some skin that we were just like, you need to peel the skin. We need it, and then the last video you sent, you're like, I'm even going to peel the skin for
I
you.
did, which wasn't
and we were so
fun.
appreciated
Yeah.
it. Thank you.
What if you milked me on air?
I'd milk you on
No,
air.
that's too much.
No,
I
that's
don't think
too
I don't
much.
think people want to listen to me
No?
getting
It's
milked.
too much.
Yeah.
I'd get really excited if stuff came out. I am so sorry.
All right.
I'm done.
Good clip. All right. Well, thanks guys for your interest and your well wishes, and I
yeah.
appreciate both
Hang
of
in
you
there. Keep
for
the
different
videos
reasons.
coming.
Okay.
Like what you just heard? Tell a friend. Tell a friend. They can listen to the Hot Tub Podcast with Mahler, Rush, Jenny, and Brady wherever podcasts are found.
Follow the gang on socials for more fun at Mahler, at One True Rush, at Hot Flash Jenny, and at Brady Jones Radio.
The Hot Tub Podcast, a part of the Stingray Podcast Network.